to stop and go, I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh we. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh we. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot, you only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going, and we are underway from Indianapolis. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. To the 43, second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get two or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Herbert on first down now, looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He gets this out to Spiller. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Being chased out left. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts at 11-5 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Dancing to his left.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Herbert back to the air. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown. Josh Palmer, 36 yards. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders, it's not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on. On 2nd and 10.
Herbert escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, it's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect, but boy, that was force against force.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
That's complete to Pierce.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down.
And they get the guard, John Runyon. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 39.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Up the middle with Eckler. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Eckler now between the tackles. They find some open field here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Watch out now. 50 series. Ready?
They're going to try and throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. And what first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
They snap it to Herbert. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Chargers.
Austin Eckler.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chargers have got it on cruise control.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
From the 36, Herbert. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Third and long, it's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chargers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. Now the ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to get this one to the 23. Line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. Breaks a tackle. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. From the gun, Herbert on third down. Flushed out right. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On fourth down, Herbert being chased, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of...
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Charger drive about to get going. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing. Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now Herbert off the bootleg, rolling to his right. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. They're going to pass here with Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Chargers,
the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Colts,
the loss could be an impactful one as they'll finish at 11-6 on the year.
And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon